Shanti. Make your foundation of faith strong and remain constantly fearless and carefree. Carefree Emperor. The intellect having faith means to be a carefree emperor, and only such souls are equal to the Father. According to the time, the more perishable income people earn, the more worries they have. However, those who are the masters of these godly treasures and are godly children are constantly carefree emperors, even in their dreams, because they have the faith that they have these godly treasures with them, not only in this birth, but for many births. They will remain with them all the time, and this is why their intellects constantly have faith and they remain carefree. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. Today's day 7. Make your foundation of faith strong and remain constantly fearless and carefree. Today's topic, Carefree Emperor. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti, everyone. Dadi Gulzar is completely right when she says it is in silence that all the inventions, all the discoveries, even in the culture, whether it is dramas, whether it is singing, all really comes from silence. I think most of us have heard this, that one time this person, I don't remember the name, you all might remember, he was sitting and he saw that when you put a pot to boil water, then the cover, the lid of that pot was jumping, in the stream. That's where the rail, these days they have different fuel, but it was rail with the coal. So he said, why can't, let the coal, the heat of the coal move the cart? And that's where, I don't know how many of you have seen, just one bogie, very royal way was created, and very, very rich people used to use them. And later on, these, I know a very famous singer, very famous. So when some or other, his wife was born in Gyan, so we used to go have IP's program in Miami. And he said that when we wake up at 2:30, he said that's the best time of silence. He said, I also get up 2 o'clock when I have to write a new song. He said, after 2, 3 hours, my heart starts singing. In that silence, because I have feelings, so I start writing the song. Then I start creating the music for the song. Many, many people tell us. Most interesting thing is most of these famous people, they don't watch television. I'm surprised. And there is one VIP. He said, I read emails only once in a week. So I said, then there must be 1,000. because we get 100 per day. She said, whatever. Because my inner silence is disturbed when I keep hearing something or keep reading something. So this inner purity, hearing the news, different opinions, different things, somewhere dilutes our deep silence. So it's true that we should observe whenever there is chance, just be in silence, right? So Baba is saying, carefree emperors. Baba says that the intellect, having faith, means to be a carefree emperor. And Baba said, only such souls are equal to the Father. So instead of thinking how to be like Father, take this, I have to be carefree, and it will be like Father. According to the time, Baba says, the more Baba says more what we have imperishable income. Baba gives us income which never gets destroyed. So Baba says in Lokik way, perishable income, people, Baba says, can be more worried. With the perishable income, people are more worried. Baba says that, however, those who are the masters of these godly treasures and are godly children, Baba says what happens to them? They are constantly carefree emperor. Even in their dreams, because Baba says they have faith that they are that they have these godly treasures with them, not only in this birth, but many, many births. Because what we had when we went to foreign country, only treasure of knowledge, right? Really honesty in the beginning. We never spend money to buy vegetables, buy anything for us. No, because when we had to buy in pounds in London, and cauliflower is 2 pounds. So we will calculate in rupees. Oh no, no, we cannot eat this. One time Dari Janki said, no, if you like it, why don't you all go and buy it? No, like bindi and all that was very expensive. So we said, that is so expensive. How can we eat? She said, don't change it into rupees. You live in the world where there is pound, then spend in pound. So Baba says, they will remain with them all the time. All the treasures remain with them all the time. And this is why their intellects constantly have faith and they constantly remain carefree. Right? Sometimes the old memories come back, right? So this is the brother.
Om Shanti Avakti Parivar. So, first of all, I would like to let you all see this photo very clearly. So, I'm sure some of you might have seen this photo before. So you can see Brahma Baba sitting on the floor and Mohini Didi is sitting next to him. Can you all recognize her? Okay. And then there is a guest sitting in front of Brahma Baba. Didi, who was he? Didi? ये कौन थे? एक मिनट, ये कौन थे? इनका नाम, गेस्ट का नाम क्या था?
India.
Chief Justice of
So Jagdish Bhai also
BP
is
Sinha.
sitting,
So
but you can
behind
only
him,
see white cap.
behind him
Jagdish.
is Jagdish Bhai, and you see little head. It must be his wife. So why I want to bring this photo here is where they are sitting. This home is in Delhi. So we want to take you all in 1960s. So this home belongs to the grandfather of Atma Bhai. So today we have Atma Bhai with us, who actually based in California, but he's here with us today. So I was asking him, do you remember this home? He was looking at this and he said, yeah, I remember everything. So I said, okay, please come to Avakti Parivar and share your beautiful memories, because he was at that time 8 years old, little child. So he also met Brahma Baba in his childhood. And so he remembers some of the things. So we wanted to bring him here with us live and chat with Didi for a few minutes. Bye.
Actually, Baba stayed for 21 days, and his grandfather was first kind of IP, VIP, is scientist, Director General of Meteorological Department. And in those days, they had British bungalows. So a lot of big lawns, So we had to put up tent for 2,000, 2,500. Because all centers from with the buses will come when Baba is there. Every time Baba came to Delhi, always something happened. So we had to send him back. But 21 days Baba stayed, and Baba said it's first time Baba is leaving Delhi with all proper farewell and all that. Because sometimes some mothers, something or other always happen. So because it was very royal, and I don't think it was easy. You see one of the photo where Baba is serving the tea is also at their home. In the morning after class, because it's cold, so Baba will make lot of tea, and through the teapot, everyone is holding the cup. That was there too. So Baba went very happy, and we were fortunate to be next to Baba, taking him for Murli, giving him breakfast. Not only that, but so many things Baba taught me there, how to do this and how to do lot of learning. So Atma Bhai was 8 years old at that time. So we want him to share some things what he remembers. Now that time, of course, all the children, they just listen. But now he is a very Pakka Brahmin and a cooperative soul in California and San Francisco. So Atma Bhai, welcome.
Thank
He
you.
just came to see me yesterday. So I said, why don't you come?
Thank you, Mohini Benji. Om Shanti. Good morning. That photo got my attention. And I stood there and I said, I think I know this photo of this room, as it were. And that's what started. That's what started my thinking and my appreciation of how lucky as a soul I have been, and that at a very young age that I got to meet Sakar Baba, and also my long-term association with Mohini Didi started at that journey, and I'm still here with her. And but my questions were, how so Mohini Didi, I'm going to turn it around and say, how did you how did this all happen when Baba came to stay for such a long time, leaving Madhuban and coming to Delhi and staying at the house? And then what I do remember is that whole bungalow got transformed, and my grandfather, it took them a month of preparing and relocating a lot of rooms and doing a tremendous amount of little bit of construction and so on. But it transformed into a magical place after that. So
every winter when it's too cold, generally we take Baba to Bombay. Even Delhi is cold, but Baba, well, less cold than Mount Abu. So Didi Manmohini said, we want a place for Baba. 3,000 people will come. And because before that, Baba came to one major of the military towards Rajouri Gardens, very big lawns and everything. And then, so same time, Dr. Mathur, his grandfather, Mama had come to stay with us 5 days. It was a small center, but very royal and very good center. So Mama came and stayed 5 days. And so generally when Baba Mama came, we invited some IPs, VIPs. So invited Dr. Mathur to come and meet Mama. So Mama start explaining the cycle, Kalpatri, and he was listening very carefully. And then he came, Mama was 5 days, he came every day. And so Mama told me, you continue with his 7 days course. I said, okay. So when I started course with him, because I don't think he has much religious background, he didn't know much. So everything I will say, I had to clarify because he will say, explain it little more. And took me 22 days to complete his course. But it was learning for me too, because I knew that these are the kind of questions scientists will ask. I remember once I gave course to about 10, 12 Navy officers, but they never came back after course. So I told Baba, I spent so much time, 2 hours every day, they never came back. Baba was saying it was for your training. Since then, I never think if somebody comes or not, but I learned. Same, of course, Dr. Mathur continued and all that. So then Didi suggested, why didn't you ask Dr. Mathur if he will lend us? Because they had 2 grandchildren, right? And your mother was there, and Dr. Mathur and his wife. And they had this bungalow, British bungalow. So he immediately said yes. And he was very new. So we helped him to choose which room Baba will use. And as he's saying, they all moved. And at the back, there was on those days, no British time, lot of servants they used to keep. So there was a whole big section for servants' quarter. And myself and one of other sister, who later on happened to be my sister-in-law, we both used to sleep in the living room. We will remove the central table and sleep there, so that if Baba needs anything or whatever. So this is how it happened. And everything was so beautiful, and as I said, obstacle free was a big thing. So Didi Mohini was there, some other teachers also. So it was something. I was about 22 at that time. I had just finished my college, and but since we came in Gyan like May, because we came as children, then Yagya was like whatever we can do for Yagya. So, and Dadis used to love us because maybe they were Tirkalrashi, they saw that one day we will be helping to sustain the Yagya. But what I really want, Atma, for you to share more than me, right? Because we don't have much time.
Yes, 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 yes. Um, so for me, it's been a wonderful journey, Moini Benji. And I was sharing this with
And सुनाई पड़ थोड़ा जोर से बोलो.
I was sharing this with Sister Jayanti yesterday, that how fortunate again I feel that that I met all the dadis and and I see now that how much that love and closeness or their love brought me so close to the Yagya and made me feel that this is my home, this is where I need to be, and now since those souls have left, and but that closeness and that feeling of home and feeling of, I every time I come to Madhuban, I'm home. This is my home. That pull, that attraction still remains, and that commitment of this is my yagya. This is where I need to be. Stays very strong, and I think for me that has helped in everything that I've done in terms of the little bit contributions of creating more seva and bringing more souls to uh, to Baba's knowledge and gyan. But I have one more question for you, and then you were also responsible for one of the first conferences in Vigyan Bhavan, and which was the start of having exhibitions in a big way. And so she can shed a little bit of light on that, and because that comes up in Murli's. And
Ben, Baba had a lot of big ideas, and we were all new, but luckily there was a little bit education, and we know how to talk to people, go to newspaper offices, go to television, radio. We were able to, we learned with the time, but there was some kind of, education which helped us. And people knew when they will talk to us that these are educated girls. So if we say something, they can't just think it's no useless. They knew that we are young, but we are educated, and talk about Brahma Kumaris when really people were very against. Even my family, because one of my auntie, Masi, and her husband surrendered in 36. So she was also one of the Dadi in Jammu Kashmir. Her name was Gopi Dadi. So they were very much scared that all these girls now they will decide to leave home, and there was a lot of pressure from society. So then Baba will say, so when Baba will say like you want to do something, what Baba wants, so we start arranging conferences, go and meet VIPs. Jagdish Bhai also had joined maybe 1 or 2 years before me. And Jagdish Bhai was very, because he was professor. So let's say we have to go and meet Prime Minister Nehru, then Indira Gandhi, or President, So we will go 6, 7 of us, and he will tell us, okay, Mohini, when you get up, you give introduction of Yagya. This one, you do this. In the end, Dadi Gulzar will give blessing. So we were given training that how when we go to VIPs, how we have to interact, how we have to introduce. So we will sit together and Jagdish Bhai will talk to us, arranging programs, giving talks, and all that actually was in Delhi. So if I tell you what we didn't do, many new cities, all the hill stations, because Baba said people in summer go to hill station, you all should go and have exhibition there. And luckily, because one of my uncle was in, was IAS officer, so they get quarters at every hill station. You could go with the family. So Shimla, Nainital, many wherever we went, he will call them. That means we could stay. Even coming to Madhuban on the way, wherever they have government, quite a big facility, we could stop. We could stay because of his letter. So I think all these things, little bit of education, family in government, and Baba's directions also. Baba says, what is holiday? Make them holidays. So wherever we went, we started small center, many cities. So yeah, big service happened. Now, of course, is very big. But in the beginning also, the quality service, start happening. Like in Lucknow, governor, we did exhibition and he came. He liked it so much. He arranged a program at his place. And this Radha from Lucknow still reminds us, because whenever we went and Dadiji went, Prakashwani, so generally they will ask me to give talk, and wherever I went. But when we were asked to go to foreign country, we said what mistake we have done to learn English, why we are sent away. But Didi Manmohini said that's the second establishment in the foreign. Baba will be called World Father. In India, we were the instrument, Dadis, and now you all have to be instruments in the second part of the establishment. So yeah, a lot of programs happened, and yeah.
Thank you.
Anything else you want to say? Shall we close?
The wonderful service that is happening in the USA, and which now there are many Bharatvasis who are in USA, and they also need to be sustained. And how Mohini Didi and the Yagya is sustaining so many of those souls in the USA, which I am. My center is in Silicon Valley, and which is where it's heart of the IT community, and we have Baba has helped create that home for all these Bharatwasi souls who are now in the US, and how they are being attracted to Baba, and Baba's knowledge is wonderful to see it grow, and how they are sustaining themselves, finding that peace in this within their profession. I think again, all of that I, I attribute to Sister Mohini starting the Foreign Seva, and and Seva in the US. So thank you, Mohini Didi.
Yeah. In New York, when I went, I stayed. His father was in the embassy, Indian embassy. So they had extra room. He gave his room and he went in the sitting room to sleep at the night. So myself and Sister Chandra used to sleep in his bedroom. So we grew together.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
you, Arthur.
Thank you.